No, the title wasn't clickbait. Apple actually did break my 2016 MacBook Pro during the keyboard replacement process. How's it going, you wonderful people? Thank you for tuning in. This is going to be another product update video, similar to some that I did in the past, like the iPhone 10 video that did fairly well, for me to make another one to help some of you guys who are also experiencing these issues. So as we should all be aware now, Apple recently launched a keyboard replacement program a couple weeks ago that Apple has claimed affected a small numbers of users, which I call BS. But if you somehow are the small number of users who are also experiencing these issues with their keyboard and your model is listed on the eligible MacBooks, I would highly advise you to take advantage of this while you still can, because if you don't, this problem is going to get worse in the near future. So my 2016 13-inch MacBook Pro wasn't having these sticky key issues, but it was showing early signs that it was about to get far worse. Because as I was typing up documents, I noticed some words were being misspelled or missing some letters. And after taking a closer look at the keyboard, originally I was thinking it was myself just misspelling these things, I was pressing the buttons, the keys, and I noticed the B. When I pressed the B down in the center, it will register. But when I'm quickly typing and I hit the corner of the B key, it wouldn't register that keystroke. So I did the next best thing and just scheduled a Genius Bar appointment to see if this issue was indeed covered by the Apple warranty program, which took Apple a few lawsuits to finally roll this out, for them to finally admit that they effed up. But once scheduled, I attended my Apple Genius Bar appointment. The Apple Genius right away looked at my Mac and just took it in for repairs. No question asked, really. That was the most painless process I ever dealt with when it comes to taking your Apple product for repairs. A few days later, past the estimate date that Apple said that my MacBook was going to be ready, I went ahead and picked up my Mac and was told that my logic board had failed. In other words, the Genius engineer most likely broke my MacBook Pro, which was probably why it took a little bit longer than it should. Now, when I heard this, in my mind I was just laughing, because this is literally like taking your car to the manufacturer in for repairs, who, by the way, have all the necessary tools and have a full staff of team who has hands-on experience and all the certifications to perform these kind of things, to them finding out that they broke your engine. But I was totally cool about this because I understand accidents do happen. But just hearing this news was kind of funny because of that. And this could definitely ruin someone's day if they didn't back up their files. Luckily for me, I always make sure my files are always back up, and also Apple does advise you to do a backup before taking it in for repairs. But this just shows us that these new MacBooks are really risky to work on. So once I got my MacBook, I noticed that my keyboard was upgraded to the 2017 MacBooks, since these early 2016 models didn't have the new icon above the command, control, or option keys. But the Genius did advise me that they had to repair the entire center chassis, so they gave me new batteries. And then since the logic board had to be replaced as well, in other words, everything is brand new except for the screen, which was great to hear because my previous MacBook Pro has already lost 20% of its battery capacity, if I could recall. And I'm not sure which battery this one came from, because this capacity level is a bit higher than the 2016 13-inch MacBooks came out with. As you may see, it surpasses the 2016 battery capacity already. So once I got my MacBook Pro, had everything set up like a new machine, everything worked well like it should. But this is crucial for anybody who just did this repair. First thing you must do, if you plan on having your machine for a long period of time without facing these issues again, is go ahead and pick up these keyboard covers. They literally cost around $10. This one cost me $8 because this keyboard replacement program isn't going to last forever. And after using this keyboard cover now daily, I never realized how many particles hang around the keyboard until I picked up this thing. And even if you have the newest 3rd generation butterfly switches on the 2018 MacBooks, you are still at risk, because all they really did was just add a thin membrane between the keyboard. That new thin silicone membrane isn't going to protect as much as this thing does. Plus, I noticed this keyboard cover actually tones down the clicking noise. So I will strongly suggest grabbing one of these. And from my personal experience, I hardly even noticed this. In fact, this actually feels a lot better, since it gives you this nice, soft, grippy feel. And like I mentioned, this keyboard cover doesn't cost that much. But one thing I definitely need to point out, if you get a black one or a color one like this, the backlit keyboard does not illuminate through, and it's barely visible in pitch dark situations. And of course, if you get the clear one, the backlit should go through just fine. But I'm personally not a huge fan of the gray effect that it gives out. Also, this logo on the corner, Don't like that either. I really wish they could remove that. But I'd rather deal with this than having to spend $400 the next time I experience these keyboard problems. I'll make sure to have a link to this keyboard in the video description down below so you guys could go ahead and check that out. So there we have it. Just wanted to share with you guys my thoughts, my experience, what I went through, keyboard replacement plan on my 2016 MacBook Pro for this product up-to-date video. I've seen other YouTubers who share their experience of this process as well, but I haven't seen anybody doing it on the MacBook Pro. So it's possible that it's only the Pro models that are getting these 2017 keyboard upgrades, because other videos they do it on the regular MacBook. I noticed they just get the original keyboard that it came equipped with. Or maybe just Apple started doing this because those guys did this on the very early stage when this replacement program came on. But let me know down in the comment section down below if you did the MacBook Pro replacement keyboard program. Did you get the 2017 keyboards, or did it give you the original one that your unit shipped with? I would really like to find out what's happening. But as always, thank you guys for watching, and feel free to share this with a friend that needs this kind of information. And be sure to smash that like button, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace!